Young man, one of the reasons that I am so passionate about this channel and about helping you young men is because I know a thing that it's going to take you guys years to find out if you're blessed to live that long. I know the pain of regret. I know the pain, young men, of looking back over things in your life, realizing that you could have done them much differently, that you could have done them much better, and not. And as a result of not doing those things, you are where you are. And again, the ideal of you just could have been so much more or so much better. I realize, especially recently, I'm beginning to realize and understand, young man, that my entire life I was waiting for some golden nugget, some secret sauce about, making my life better or going to the next level, or something along those lines. And what I've come to realize, young men, and again, this is the passion that I have for talking to you guys. What I've come to realize, young men, is that, there's no secret sauce. There's no golden nugget. Information is great and it'll help you. But you know what it is at the end of the day, young man, when I look back over it all and how I could have been so much more. What it really is, young man, is just doing what's required. You just do what's required. And a lot of times doing what's required sucks. It really does. I'll be even more candid with you guys this morning that I've been doing videos now I've been doing this channel now for the last 3 years. And young man, I greatly enjoy imparting wisdom to you guys or helping you guys, because I know how valuable that is being an older man. I used to watch my father do it with my friends, and on some level, it's just me kind of carrying on that thing that he did. And I love doing it, young man. On some level, I think I'm helping some of you out here. And I said from the beginning in doing this that, if I could just help one man kind of avoid a lot of the pitfalls, whether it's relationships or life or money or anything like that, it would have been worth me doing. And I still believe that to this day. But young man, I have to tell you that it is hard. It is very hard. Now, I don't know what you see on the other side of this camera, but I will tell you on this side of the camera, it could be a struggle sometime. I'm older. When I was younger, I was very articulate. I had no problem expressing my thoughts and my feelings or what I was trying to convey with someone. When I was younger, man, it seemed like I could do that like effortlessly. And as I'm older now, that's a struggle. That's a challenge. You may not see that, but I am telling you, young man, that it really is for me. I have done things to regulate my mental health and my emotional health. I have a past. I have a childhood and all of the things that I suggest to you young men as far as therapy and identity shifting and all of these things, they certainly help. They certainly help. But young man, I'm not going to lie to you and tell you that like it's a cure-all, for everything, that I still wake up mornings struggling with confidence and struggling with identity and struggling with things that have happened to me in my past. I have physical illnesses and challenges, and I'm not making excuses, young man. I am telling you, this is the reason that I am telling you all of this, is that young man, through all of that, I do what's required. And what is required for me in getting this information out to you is pressing play and doing all of the work that is associated with trying to get you guys the information and trying to make this channel better. That again, young man, if I, years ago, if I would have known that it really is a matter of pushing through all of the crazy in life that we all have. That's not specific to me. We all have stuff that we could use to say, I can't do this, or I don't want to do it, or I don't feel like doing it. And if I would have known, 30 some years ago that you just push through that shit. Again, there is no secret sauce. There is no golden nugget. I push through my fear and anxiety every time I press play on this camera to talk to you guys. Again, I've been doing this for a while, young men, and you hear the stories, the people, I've been doing it for 3 months and I'm making, and let's be clear about something, young man. I absolutely love helping you guys, giving you advice. I love reading the comments of the young men that I'm having an effect on. But there is another component to this, young man. I am, trying to build a business out of this. I'm going to be retiring soon. Didn't make the best financial decisions when I was younger. So, trying to do things to help out in my in retirement that's coming up for me soon, and trying to take care of some other things on a financial tip. That's significant for me, young man, in addition to trying to help you guys, right? So making money while I'm doing this thing, or having the chance to, supplement some finances or this, that, and the other, young man, that's important, right? And, you hear, I've been doing it for 3 months and I'm making $10,000 a month. And, I've been doing this for years, and I will tell you, while I am making some money, young man, I am nowhere near $10,000 a month. And, that you hear that, and it's, what am I doing wrong? Or why am I doing this? Or, it becomes that type of thing. So it's hard, young man. It's very hard, day in, day out, especially if you've done this thing as long as I have. So, to deal with all of that. And again, morning after morning, and I do things, young man, even outside of the videos, that, you may not know about, in conjunction with this as well. And it's a lot, young men. And again, I do it because it's what's required. It's what's required, that at the end of the day, young men, you know what it takes to get your body in shape. You know what it takes to, fix your finances. You know what it takes to move your life from where you are now to another direction. You know what it takes. And if you don't know what it takes, at the very least, you know that there's information all around you that can help you do that. But at the end of the day, young men, you just have to do it. You have to do what is required. And just being transparent with you guys this morning, that sucks sometimes. It absolutely does. But it's what is necessary. Again, I have over 300 some videos on here about how to do and what to do. But at the base of it all, young man, it is really just doing what's required if you want to be successful in anything, right? That there's some things that's required. It's required for you to go to work every morning if you want to get paid every week. That's just required. That if you want a decent physique, if you want to feel good, it's required that you go to a gym and eat right. If you're doing a particular sport, what's required is that you go to practice. That, young man, it's just what's required. And at the end of the day, this is no different for me. And all of that stuff, mind you, sucks. It sucks. Nobody is just raring to go and do hard shit every day. But young man, it is a hard shit that is required for you to move in your life. And the regret that I have, the biggest regret that I fight with on a daily basis, is that if I would have known that back when I was in my 20s, to just fight through the hard shit constantly, fight through the doubt, fight through the fear, fight through all of the stuff, and just do what's required. If I would have known that back then, young man, I have no question in my mind, I would be a millionaire or close to one. The main thing that stopped me in my life, young men, was just not doing what's required. And I don't want that for you. That is the passion, young men, that I have over this channel, that I don't want you to have this level of regret later in life, that you could have done something so easy as just doing what it takes, but you didn't do it because you thought that there was just some other mystical, magical thing that you needed to do outside of just simply doing what was required. So, just being transparent with you guys this morning and kind of sharing my heart for wanting you guys not to be in this position when you get later in life and you just understand some things a little differently than you did. Now is the time, young men. Now is the time for you to just do what's required. Again, there's no secret sauce. There's no magic in this. You do what I do with this camera. You do what I do, going to work every day, going to the gym every day. You just do it because it's what's required. There's no other way around it. There's no other way around it. And if you decide not to do that, then understand that you're going to look back one day and realize that, damn, that's all it took. I mean, that is really, I could have been here and this is all it took. That's a hard pill to swallow, young man, and I don't want that for you guys. So I'll keep pressing play throughout all of my shit, throughout all of the anxiety and all of the, I don't know, and if I don't know how this is going to work out, and I'll keep pressing play simply because it's required. So the question, young man, you have to ask yourself is, in your life right now, what do you need to be doing that you're not doing, but it is just required for you to go to the next level? You just have to make the decision that nothing else is coming. There is no magic. There is no secret sauce. You just have to do what's required, right? So you got to figure that out, young men, and take that step, because really, that's the only step there is. You just have to do what's required, whether that is learning new information, whether that is stopping old habits, whether that is stepping over fear and doubt. Young man, you just do what's required. Okay? So listen, appreciate you guys. This is just a different type of video of me just being transparent with you guys. Woke up with it and decided to do it. So hope it adds some value to you guys today. Listen, I am the over 50 guy / the online dad. We'll be back with another one soon.